What is going on, guys? We're back for some more Witch's Weapon gameplay. Now today I want to cover what I believe to be one of the better units in the game. Beatrice SpartanDii. Beatrice is pretty insane. Now the way that you have to use her rare weapon, at least. I'll cover her SSR when I get it in a few days, but for right now, let's just cover Heaven's Gate because it's really good. And you start out with it like it's actually pretty insane how good it is. So, anytime an enemy uses a skill, Heaven's Gate will deal 500% of your total magic attack damage to the target, and the enemy is silenced for 4 seconds after they cast a skill. Now, what this allows for you to do, you would use Heaven's Gate specifically for elites. Reason being is because they're going to use skills, and when they use that skill on you, they're silenced. What happens when they are silenced is you do ridiculous amounts of damage. Now, you don't even necessarily have to wait for that, because by the time you get to an elite, her own active skill should be up. So you can silence them right off the bat, and they are silenced for 6 seconds. So on top of the massive amount of damage that you're already doing, which is 900% of your total magic attack damage, it's quite massive, the amount of damage that you can do. It's ridiculous. And like once you get her rank 4, she becomes even more insane because she allows your normal attacks to deal 110% of your total magic attack damage. What this means is the cumulative magic attack that you have with the 4 witches that you deploy is how much your attacks will be doing. And for Beatrice, she does an additional 50% of that 110%, giving you 160. Pretty huge. It's actually pretty huge. So let's just get into it, man. The way you want to use her is exactly as I said. 4 bosses, 4 elites. I'm gonna use this team here. This is one of my favorite teams to run at the moment. Has everything that you could ask for. Just use her. Get rid of this. Wow. If you time that correctly, you're able to get rid of them attacking you. You basically stun them. Just swap back. Now you can see Beatrice. Her active is available. We're gonna swap. Massive damage. They're both gone already. Look how in a blink of an eye, just gone. How insane is that? We're gonna use Monica's abilities to heal back up, and we get a stun off because they attacked us in the window there, so we were able to get it off. Just gonna do this time to heal up. No need to use Rafi's heal right here. Now here, I'm actually just gonna use Ray's swap to Beatrice. Silence. Done. Easy. And now she's silenced as well, so I'm doing massive damage. Really a look here. Not because we have to, but because we just can. And we'll just finish her off with right here. Full health. Style points. Beatrice is insane. Beatrice is insane if you could not tell. Effortlessly just handled the boss of chapter 5. Let's go to the hard mode, shall we? Same thing. Same thing. Beatrice, for all intents and purposes, is just, she's ridiculous. She's ridiculous. Her active skill doesn't even need to be up for you to do crazy damage. It's just insane. It's actually insane. For what you're able to do, let's just heal up here. You always want to top yourself off whenever you can using Monica. And this is why I recommend people to go ahead and grab Monica for that specific reason. She's able to do so much. If you time it correctly, you should always be topped off. Now this unit right here, we don't want to take damage from her, so we're just going to do that. We actually want to swap right here. Reason being is just pass that one immediately. Stun, easy. You just have to block damage. Don't necessarily have to, but we're going to because we can. If you guys have not invested in Beatrice, I urge you to do so. Like, look at that damage. Look at that damage. It's insane. Now she's using a skill, so I'll swap the Beatrice. And she gets silenced because of it. You see that? Look at that. Look at that damage. We use Monica to mitigate most of that, and we just finish her off. Again, full health. This is the power of this team. This is why you need to fill out your team. 2 DPS, 1 utility / healer, and you're good to go. Barely any health lost. Once again, guys, like, Beatrice is really insane. She's honestly insane. She's just able to melt, and I mean absolutely melt bosses when she has her passive active. And using her active skill, which does an insane amount of damage. If you're free to play, right? Let's say you don't have Ray. You can have Beatrice, Monica, Rafi, and Kiryu. They do the same thing. Beatrice is a staple to Magic teams because she gives them such a massive buff. It's silly not to. Rafi lowers defense, so you couple those two, you get even more damage off and time it correctly. Monica, I recommend people, when they get that reroll ticket that is essentially infinite until you're happy with what you pull, to grab Monica because she makes the game infinitely easier for you. She just does. I didn't even have to use Rafi's heal. I chose to. I was well above the health requirement, even though I already cleared it. I was at like 75% or something. And you saw like how much she's doing, how much she's accomplishing with just her rare weapon. Do not sleep on it because it's a rare weapon. If you're gonna invest in any weapon early on, you should invest in this one. You should. It will carry you. It can and will carry you. She's just a phenomenal elite killer. She is. And the fact that you get Kiryu as well, both her weapons are great, coupled with Beatrice. Rafi is essential for every team, and I would also argue that Monica is as well for the same reason, and both of her weapons are actually insane. Beatrice just gets that much more crazy once you get her SSR, because it does the same thing except it hits multiple targets in the radius around you within 5 yards, which is huge. It's huge. Not only that, it's essentially double the magic attack of her rare weapon. So as you saw, Beatrice has to get her her passive, the silence, in order for her to do crazy amounts of damage, which she does. Over this, you can just auto if you want with her SSR, and she'll still do crazy amounts of damage, but she'll do vastly more damage if you wait for the silence. It's just that good. That's pretty much it. Invest in her, guys. Invest in Beatrice. She is well worth it. Trust me, she is well worth it. She is. She just is. The fact that her rare weapon is so easily attained means it will be that much easier for you to star level her up, provided that you get her enough times through your gacha pools. Well, that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you have any more suggestions on who to do next, who I should cover, what game modes to cover, feel free to let me know. If I missed anything, also feel free to let me know. I am very much active in the official Which Weapon Discord for Global. So if you have any questions, feel free to @me, SpartanDii. You should be able to find me. And yeah, I'll be happy to answer any of the questions that you may have. With that being said, love you all much, and I'll see you all next time.